Massoff International Institute. Uncovering the truth.
Hi. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Rida. I'm from Chicago, USA, and I'm 36 years old.
And which nationality you're from?
USA, American, and Pakistani.
And what's your religion?
Shia is Nashri.
How many times have you participated in this procession?
In the Arbaeen, alhamdulillah, I've been coming since 2010. I've come every year, but the walk, it's my fourth walk.
And what's your point?
Just to relive and, get a closer understanding to the tragedy of Karbala.
How do you know Imam Hussein and what was his point from the event?
So Imam Hussein alayhi salam, I got introduced at a very young age from my parents. And the point, what we see everywhere, and I think all of our processions and everything is, a fight against oppression. That's the main message I think that is global across the board, that Imam Hussein alayhi salam stood up against oppression. So that's what we're here to do, is a representation of that.
And what about other characters in Ashura?
Sayyidah Zainab Salamun alayha, Sayyidah Ruqayya, Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam. I think from them we're learning patience and, sabr basically, I think is the main thing that we always look at them for.
Who do you like the most?
They're all equally up there. I can't say one over the other. It's really if you love one, you love them all. So I really feel that very strongly.
What about the Yazids of our time?
What about the Yazids of our time? I would say anyone that's involved in corruption at any level is a Yazid of our time. So we can do barat from them, right? That's the best thing we can do.
What's your message for the tyrants of our world, our time?
That's a tough one. I would say, Imam Hussein alayhi salam's story is something that anybody and everybody can learn from, because he's someone for every religion, I think, right? So the message that we can really, I think, give out is of standing with the truth and being as just as possible.
How do you feel the presence of Imam Mahdi?
How do I feel the presence of Imam Mahdi? I feel the presence of him every day, I know he's the Imam of our waqt, right? So he's the Imam of our time. And I think in our daily activities, whether you're on the walk or you're, whatever you're doing in life, Imam Mahdi is a part of your life with you. So I feel him every day.
What would you say to Imam Hussein at the end of the road when you reach the shrine?
Alhamdulillah. I'm grateful. So every time I reach, from here to Mullah Abbas, just trying to get the permission to go to Imam Hussein. Actually, the one prayer I always do when I reach any of these shrines is I actually ask that they should give, rizq, rizq vilayat Ahl Bayt alayhi salam and rizq masaib Ahl Bayt alayhi salam. So whenever I see the first shrine, that's the main, first I say, Alhamdulillah, thank you for allowing me to partake in this journey. And then I always say, for my nasl, for my future, my generation that's to come, and for me and my elders, I just ask for rizq vilayat Ahl Bayt alayhi salam and rizq masaib Ahl Bayt alayhi salam.
The last word, whatever you want to say.
I think Arbaeen is something that, even Ashura and Arbaeen, especially come to Iraq and Karbala, I think I would say it's kind of mandatory at least once in your lifetime. So for anyone, they don't have to be Muslim either, I would say, because it really humbles you and it really teaches you the true, you see so much on the way, you see people are so generous. There's so much love for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. People are in severe pain and they're still pushing themselves to go forward. So I really think it's a once in a lifetime experience that anybody that's looking to change internally from their soul, to evolve as a human being, I think this journey does that for you. Because personally for me, the reason I come back every year is because once I'm here, I feel like it's nutrition for my soul. So I've been saying this to my best friends, my friends that ask me, why do you go every year? If you go once, that's enough, right? But for me, it's like, no, like just like you eat like food, you eat nutrition every day to survive, you know, it keeps you going until your next meal. So for me, like a ziyarat is that, you know, I come here, it revives me, it teaches me the true things that I should be valuing in life and not just the things for dunya. You know, it reminds me of like the future, eternity, and what I have to strive to be like in a better place, because, you know, I want to be a khadim of the Ahl Bayt al-Islam eventually, right? Like I want to be someone that I can be a servant to them, not in this world, like, I mean, in this world too, of course, but wherever they are, I want to serve them there. So I have to start in this world, you know. So I think that Arbaeen is like something, or even Ashura, like whichever trip you can make. You come here, you revive your soul, you take that nutrition, you take everything back with you to your life, and then throughout the year, it reminds you of the difficulties, the trauma, the tragedy that the Ahl Bayt, you know, suffered, and they did it as an example for us, right? So in your daily lives, in your relationships, in your friends and family, your kirdar, like your character, you know, it evolves, it changes whenever you reflect back on what you witnessed here on this journey. So then when you're in your real life, it teaches you patience, it teaches you gratitude, it teaches you generosity, it teaches you sabr, you know, it teaches you to be a better person altogether. So I think that, you know, that would be my main message. Whoever you are, wherever you are, come to Karbala, you know, take that, make that your journey at least once in your lifetime, because you're not going to see, like, I don't know where there is another place where millions of people come together for this one purpose, right? And everyone on the walk, like, alhamdulillah, like I've seen so many people, and all these muwakkabs that are on the way too, the volunteers that are here, everyone's putting so much out there to take care of a Zaire, right? And even for the Zaireen that are walking, you know, like I've seen people with, like, whether it's cuts, blisters, they're in severe pain, but then they're always thinking of Sayyidah Zainab Samulayha, Imam Sajjad al-Islam, Sayyidah Ruqayya, and what they went through from here to Sham, from Karbala to Sham. So any pain that you feel is like nothing in comparison to what they endured, right? So really, like, I would just say that this is like a life-changing experience for anyone.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Masaf International Institute. Uncovering the truth.